Hey guys, what's up? We are here with a timeless reading. When I was meditating on the energy, I was hearing something about Boston. I was hearing Bostonian. Maybe a particular message for somebody. All right, we're starting here with the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups can be an uncomfortable place to be, where you're like trying to figure out what's going on here, maybe trying to make sense of something. Can feel like a lot of stuff is popping up for you. I really love I'm using the Fountain Tarot deck. I love the imagery on this deck. This is what the Seven of Cups looks like. This is what the Seven of Cups looks like. So it's this person here, and it's like all of these cups, which can be like mixed emotions that are happening. It's like just trying to figure out what's going on here. Seven of Cups generally speaks about there being like a lot of options or a lot of something in front of one and being like, well, like which one is it? But maybe there's just a mix of stuff going on, and why the need to consolidate, maybe just being okay with things being a little bit chaotic right now for you, and just sitting with that. It may actually be helpful. I'm seeing justice. There is a desire for balance. This can also be like really trying to figure out what the right way is to go about something here. With justice, there can be a concern of like, I don't want to do the wrong thing. And to have Seven of Cups before that, it's like, am I or am I not? Or like, if I do this, will it be or no? Like that sort of thing. Like, how do I go about this situation and do it in a way that I feel good about? In a way that's aligned with my values, especially social values, because we have justice here. This is connected with Libra. I do feel like you're getting somewhere with this. Maybe a little bit of a struggle still, but you're making progress. So you're not at the beginning. Even though you may be looking at this and being like, how far have I actually come? I'm saying that you have. I'm getting that be confirmed. There are still some unknowns though. Tides changing. I'm hearing there's a song that's coming through. I think it's called like The Tide Pulls from the Moon or something like that. I'm getting the name Fitzgerald. Hold on. I think that this is a song. Let me just look it up for you guys. It's by William Fitzsimmons. Close. So anyway, it's called The Tide Pulls from the Moon. I'm getting that with this. So there may be something in the lyrics that you resonate with. The album is called Gold in the Shadow. At this point, I feel like you're feeling pressure because you may not like know something. Like this is actually feeling like so classically like Libra coded here with this archetype. Because you know how Libra can be known for, archetypally speaking, we all have Libra in our chart, so this isn't just singling anybody out. We all have this energy. Archetypally speaking, Libra can be seen as being like wishy-washy, like needing to make up your mind. It's like the meme where it's like, don't ask a Libra where they want to go to eat. Like, you need to be the one to make the decision. It's something like that, but I'm getting just to put in some levity here to infuse that. I get this being like definitely a big thing that you have going on here, but it feels like one of those moments where like everybody's looking at you and they're like, so where do you want to go to eat? And you're like, I don't know. And you have like all of these options again, like buzzing around your head, and you feel like everybody's coming at you and being like, where do you want to go? Where do you want to go? Where do you want to go? And I feel like that, I mean, this can absolutely feels like something metaphorically speaking, like maybe you are trying to figure out where you're trying to go with something. Like where to take something, what's the next step? And you're like, I don't know. And maybe somebody's poking you and they're like, give me an answer. And you're like, I don't know, I still don't know. It's like this. And that's also okay for you to not know too. Like maybe you're going to push back a little bit and be like, I don't know. Because you don't. What is there to do? Not knowing is also a thing too, right? Just as much as like a yes or a no, like I don't know or a maybe. That's also an answer. Maybe something to remind yourself of too, because there are reasons why sometimes we're not ready for something, or sometimes why we don't know something yet, or why we haven't settled on something yet. And I think being able to like really have understanding for your process will be helpful for you as you're moving through this, because there's nothing wrong with your process. Maybe other people don't understand it, or they want you to be somewhere you're not, but this is just where you are. And there's nothing wrong with that. Prioritize what feels important to you. Even the hard stuff. I'm definitely seeing some, like, some of you get crippling anxiety sometimes. Some of you, there's like this huge fear of the unknown. But really just trusting your intuition as you move through this. It's like a vibe of feeling around in the dark, trying to make sense of something or feel something out. And there also being like a fear of getting stung too. And not wanting to be a part of that. Maybe trying to avoid that experience too. Like maybe also not wanting to make something worse as well. So yeah, I get this vibe of you like feeling the pressure here. It's like maybe everybody else around you, or like this person that you're interacting with, or even like the pressure that you're putting on yourself is like, is a green light go? And you're like, I'm still not sure yet, like whether I want to turn or go straight here. And you're kind of frozen in that in-between space. Prioritize your values. That's what's being suggested here. Prioritize what feels like the right thing for you to do here. You may have been avoiding this though, because it means inevitably that something would be like culminating here, and there could have been a part of you that was like low-key trying to avoid something, meaning maybe there's a hard truth that needs to be communicated with someone, and that's going to mean that something isn't going to be happening anymore, you know, or being honest about something or doing the right thing within a situation, and like knowing that things are going to change, or that that's going to end a cycle right there, and that you're going to be hopping into something new, or that like maybe you're going to be telling somebody something that they don't necessarily want to hear. I get that this is also you like coming to terms with your, maybe even getting more familiar with exploring more your relationship with pain and what's going on within that dynamic too. Because I feel like this reaches back very, very deeply for you, and this situation may be triggering that, and there can be a part of you that sort of blocks it off sometimes. The way I'm seeing Moon and the Three of Swords, Moon can be things that we things that we depress, yes, things that we repress and kind of stuff it down there and be like, put the lid on that box, I'm not going to open that back up. And it's like starting to peek out at you now with this situation, and it may have been why you weren't doing something here. but it seems like you feel called to do something, but it may be the hard thing to do within this because of like what that's going to bring up and what that means you're going to experience. And it may be something like who is willingly going to go into something and be like, yep, this is going to hurt, I'm going to do it anyway. You know, our egos are like, don't do it, do anything else except for that. So it feels like you working with this part of yourself that's like, no, like I do have a code here of what's proper and what's improper and how I want to be doing things versus how I don't want to be doing things, versus that part of you that maybe like wanting to dodge like the responsibility within this, which is like no shame, it's only natural. Like of course the ego isn't going to want to deal with something that feels like it's being challenged to grow, because the ego's like, let me just tuck you away and keep you safe and we'll just stay right here, and then you don't move and you feel stagnant. I'm getting just this being one of those situations where you're going to be really happy when you're not in this anymore. Like 4 of Cups on the bottom of the deck is like, I wish I was dealing with like anything else besides this. But once you do this stuff that needs to be done, you're going to be out of it. So by you not doing something and stagnating, it's just going to prolong this. So keep that in mind too. Yes, it's super unpleasant, and yes, you may know that something may get a little bit more unpleasant, but if you just, it's like the sooner that you deal with it, the sooner you're going to be out of this, and then you get to deal with stuff that you want to be dealing with that is not going to be feeling like this. Look at this. Look at that person. Like, they don't look like they're having a good time. I'm not like seeing this be a situation where you're like, I'm loving this. But what I'm getting is that like once you do what needs to be done, I'm seeing 8 of Wands. So that means you're going to be moving out of that and quickly too. But you just need to do the thing that you may not want to do, but it's going to be better for you long term. Okay? I'm looking at Libra and I'm looking at Pisces here. Okay, my friends, we're going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everybody for connecting. Thank you for tuning in. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.